Evening all, welcome to today's Cancer Healing Journey Talk. Myself, Annie Joe from Community Outreach Team of Zenonco.io and Love Heals Cancer. Cancer Healing Journey Talks helps cancer survivors and caregivers to share their journey with vast number of survivors and caregivers who have traveled or been traveling through this journey. This can inspire and motivate them for their faster recovery as well. Firstly, I would like to introduce today's speaker, Lakshmi, who is a cancer caregiver to her mother. I'm happy that Lakshmi is here with us today to share her journey with us. Welcome, Lakshmi.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Please start with your introduction and then share the journey with us.
Okay, I'm Lakshi. I'm from New Delhi, and I am here to share a story of hope, courage, and willpower. Basically, this is a story from 3 months to 4 years. This is my mom's cancer journey story, and I am, as a caregiver of her, is going to share her cancer journey with you all. So, my family's journey with cancer begins when I was just 9 years old. I was 9 years old when my mom was diagnosed with cancer for the very first time. So, at that point of time, I was too young to even understand what the term cancer stands for and had no idea about this disease. All I remember was there were some pipes which were inserted in her back, and blood used to flow from those pipes, which always used to make me feel terrible. Basically, one day my mom found a lump on her left breast, so she decided to consult doctors. And doctors asked her to go for PET scan and CT scan, which revealed that she's diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. So, after getting to know that she's a cancer survivor, my entire family felt numb, except me, because I was too young to understand what was happening around me. So her oncologist suggested her to go for surgery plus chemotherapy plus radiation therapy. So fortunately, her disease was diagnosed at early stage. So after completing her course of treatment, she got cured and life went smooth again. But after 5 years, when I was around 13 to 14 years old, her cancer relapsed. She again found a lump on her left breast. So she went to her oncologist, who again asked her to go for PET scan, CT scan, which revealed that this time she is diagnosed with second stage breast cancer. So she again asked her to go for surgery plus chemotherapy plus radiation therapy. And after completing her course of treatment, she again became cancer free. So life came on track. But we had no idea that dark clouds will shower on us again. After 5 years, cancer knocked the door again. And this time it knocked in a very aggressive form. One day, me and my mom went for shopping. And she suddenly started having breathlessness and she felt unconscious in the shop. So we came back home. She rested for a few minutes and after that she was feeling okay. So we thought it was just dizziness. But after 2 days, her, her voice became very dull. Her entire throat was choked and she was finding difficulty in her speech. So she decided to consult a doctor and doctor told her there is some throat infection and gave her some antibiotics and steroids. Basically, this was a misdiagnosis. So after completing her course of antibiotics and steroids, she was not feeling okay. So just a thought pops up in her mind that we should consult her oncologist once. So we went to her oncologist. We told him all the symptoms she was having, that her throat is choked, she's finding difficulty in her speech. So her oncologist just put his hand on her throat and told us there is a lump there. So he asked us to go for PET scan, CT scan, which revealed that her cancer is relapse. And this time it was relapse in a very aggressive form. So he told us she's diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, which is metastasized to her brain, her vocal cord, her throat region, and her bones. And he told us there is no cure for this kind of cancer throughout the world. Yeah, so he told us she hardly have 3 months to survive, or if she would be very lucky, it may turn into 6 months, but there is no possibility for surviving more than that. So he also added, तुम्हें कोई treatment कराना है कराओ, नहीं कराना मत कराओ, but now no treatment will going to give you any merits, it's too late. But my dad wasn't ready to give up. So he tried for all the possible treatments he could. On the other hand, my mom had a very strong willpower. So she wanted to fight. So first we went for chemotherapy and radiation therapy. But as per doctors told us, it brought us no positive merits. Then she went for oral chemotherapy and some Ayurvedic treatment, which also failed in curing her. But she was a fighter. उसको लड़ना था. So she always used to say, no matter however my journey will end, but you will never hear I gave up till my last breath. And in every PAT scan, when her cancer used to progress, we all used to feel very discouraged except her. She used to say, so what, this too shall pass, I will get through this. So with this passage of time, 1 year passed. So when we again had a PAT scan and went to her oncologist for normal checkup, her oncologist was shocked. He said her cancer is progressing day by day and no medication is working on her. And 1 year has passed and there is nothing left in her life. So she was still alive because her actual medication was her willpower, which is the only reason behind her escalated life expectancy. Meanwhile, my dad was searching throughout the world that in any corner of the world there might be any medicine available which might save her life. So he mailed her reports in US, UK, Australia, China, and I think in every corner of the world. But every country's oncologist replied back, we have no cure for this stage. With this duration, 2 years passed. And she was doing quite well without any medications, only because of her willpower, where doctors gave her just 3 months to survive. So after 2 years, we found a targeted chemo drug which was available in USA. And our oncologist suggested us to give it a try. So we imported that drug in India. She underwent a complete cycle of the drug, but that drug also failed in curing her. Even a single cancer cell was not able to kill from that drug. Then she underwent some cycles of immunotherapy, and then some homeopathic treatment too. But nothing worked on her. And with this passage of time, 3 years passed. And her oncologist was shocked. He was like, we have no idea how she's surviving. So we used to tell him she's surviving only because of her willpower, because she isn't ready to give up. So at that point of time, all the drugs, all the therapies, and all the medications were exhausted. We have tried all of them, and there is no single medicine available for her kind of cancer. But she was doing quite well. We don't know how. And at last, after long, brave, and courageous battles for 4 years, she took her last breath 6 months ago on 15th April 2021. And I also want to add, with this period of 3 to 4 years, she used to perform a lot of yoga. She used to meditate a lot. She used to do a lot of breathing exercise along with alkaline diet, which also played a huge role in escalating her life expectancy with better quality of life. So I would recommend all cancer survivors to indulge themselves in any kind of yoga, meditation, or breathing exercise along with their traditional treatment like chemotherapy, radiation therapy, immune therapy, whichever therapy suits their cancer the best. it will going to help them a lot in escalating their life expectancy with better quality of life, and same side reducing side effects of therapy. Although the story has a sad ending, but the moral of the story is no matter what God has planned for us, no matter whatever is written in our destiny, but we should always have the courage to fight our battles with strong willpower and have not giving up attitude in life, because our willpower will definitely going to give us some merits against our destiny. Like, her life was escalated from 3 months to 4 years, which was unrealistic with her kind of cancer, and all the oncologists were shocked. So, yeah.
Yeah, so really sorry for your loss, Lakshmi. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm happy to hear that your mother was holding on to her willpower till the end as well. So, how did
Yeah.
you how did you manage your emotional well-being throughout the journey? So you might have been
Mm, you're
yeah,
not audible to me.
oh sorry. So yeah, how did you manage your emotional well-being? So when you realized that
Hello?
yeah, sorry, there was some issue with the network.
No, no issues.
Um, so how did you manage your emotional well-being throughout the journey?
To be honest, when she was diagnosed with fourth stage, मेरी family ने मुझे नहीं बताया. They just told me कि वो first stage पे diagnose हो गई and it's curable. तो आई वाज लाइक चलो ठीक है, राइट टाइम पे डायग्नोज हो गया, ट्रीटमेंट चलेगा, क्योर हो जाएंगी मम्मा. बट आफ्टर 1 year somehow I get to know that it's fourth stage and it is not curable. So जब starting में पता चला, I stopped going to college, I stopped hanging out with my friends, and I used to sit with her 24 hours a day. Like, I will be there for her. जब maybe उनको किसी चीज की need हो तो there should be someone available. And I used to have insomnia. नींद आनी बंद हो गई थी, भूख लगनी बंद हो गई थी. I used to have anxiety panic attacks. But then I started being on a spiritual path. I started meditating. I started praying to God, which helped me a lot in going through this. And going through this.
Did your mother tried any other alternative treatment? I mean like Ayurveda or anything?
Yes, she had some Ayurvedic medicines also. यहाँ पे कोई शायद तेरे सम धर्मशाला टाइप ऑफ there, तो वहां से कोई आयुर्वेदिक ट्रीटमेंट उन्होंने ट्राई किया. Then she went for some alkaline treatment also, and with a lot of yoga and meditation also, and it helped her a lot in escalating her life expectancy.
That's really good. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Lakshmi, for your valuable time. So I'm sure that this session will really motivate people out there who have traveled or been traveling through cancer right now.
Yeah.
So it was,
And thank you so much to Love Heals Cancer for giving me an opportunity to share my mom's brave and courageous story with everyone, and sending lots of love, blessing, and healing to all cancer patients out there. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Okay.